Ready to roll?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good competition Tuesday, great weather. Continue to have great weather. Thank the good Lord for that. And a lot of juice, man. A lot of physicality early on in practice for a competition Tuesday, like it should be. Focusing on improving, in all three phases. We got some things we got to clean up and do better. And we got our whole season in front of us. We got a huge matchup this week with Arkansas State. Big game for us, big game for them. They're in their second year with their coach. We're in our second year. They've beaten an FCS team and one, FBS team just like we have. They've played a tough schedule just like we have, played some good football teams. I know they're coming in here, and know all that too. So, we got to continue to focus on us, continue to improve. We got a chance to have a good football team and have a good season if we continue to get better and improve. And, I thought we had a really good day moving towards that today. So with that, I'll open it up.
Are there any additional takeaways after you got a chance to sit down and check the film out from Troy?
Yeah, defensively we played really good, for a long period of time. We had a few plays we'd like to have back. The third down pass interference coming out of halftime, was big. And then we got 2nd and 2 right there, and we don't get a first down. I think if we get those two plays, the whole thing could have been different. We had some opportunities in the kicking game to get our hats on people that could have sprung some big returns, and we didn't make that happen. Credit to Troy for all that. And then offensively, we just didn't make a lot happen. We were really good in our quick passing game, all night, but we didn't do very good with our downfield game. From a execution standpoint in reading it to a pass protection standpoint. And we popped a few runs right there. We should have had more runs. We probably pulled some and threw it that we shouldn't have. And that's my fault. I don't want to. That's not Zach's fault. I want to make sure everybody understands that's my fault. We'll correct that moving forward. And just some things we got to clean up. The good thing is, I think it is all fixable. I do. I think we can fix a lot of our mistakes. We played some really good defenses. Tulane and Liberty and Troy are probably going to all end up top 25 in the nation on defense. Some of them are probably going to be top 10. And then Miami obviously is a really talented defense. So we played some great defenses, but that's no excuse. We've got to start performing at a higher level offensively, and obviously there's a lot of urgency here to do that.
To kind of bounce off that, I know you guys have played great defenses, but do you feel like there's been a missing dynamic to the run game?
I think there's been a missing dynamic to all of it offensively. Yep, we're just not, I don't think 2022 college football, you look at it run or pass. I think you've got to be able to do both when you're a spread offense and do whatever they're daring you to do. We've played some defenses that really are daring us to throw it more. And, I just think there's a lack of execution in all phases that's leading to that.
Is there a particular focus on the progress of the offense, any phase of the offense this week?
Yep, me. I've got to coach better all the way around.
You talk about James Blackman and the threat he proposes to the defense?
Yeah, dual threat guy. Played a lot of college football for a lot of different coaches, which I always think is an advantage with a kid to be coached by a lot of people. I think it gives you a lot of different perspectives. He's been under some really good coaches, and he's in his second year there with this staff, and you can tell he's understanding their scheme. They've scored some points on some people, and he's scary. He's scary at times.
Well, what makes Domonic Quewon a fit for the role that you guys are using?
I think number one is attitude and how he attacks every day, because I'm just so proud of him, because it's not every day that an older guy accepts a role like he's accepted. He's playing between 14 and 25 snaps a game defensively, and then he's playing in the kicking game, and he knows he's really good at that, and he knows he's dynamic at that. And I credit Coach Armstrong to using his abilities that best suit him. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's really embraced his role. I think instead of pouting about his role, he said, man, this is my role. This is my opportunity. It's my blessing. I'm going to take a hold of it. And he's just taking it and run with it, and I think he's reaping the rewards of it, and I'm just proud of him. He'd be the first to tell you that his statistics are a credit to him playing well, but also other guys that are cutting the pocket and doing things that allow him to do it. And but he's just a really good human being that has a lot of skills, and we're doing a great job using his skills, but he's also doing a great job of accepting that and running with it.
Talk a little bit about some of the teaching opportunities for Zach in a game where
Yeah.
That clock probably got turned up for him considerably, with all the contact and pressure he was getting in the backfield,
Yep.
and maybe throwing the ball away in certain situations.
Yeah, great learning experience for him. You know, when a freshman quarterback first starts playing, and I've done this a bunch, had a lot of success when he first starts playing. Everybody's like, "Oh man, look at this freshman! He's playing and he's making plays. And he's good." And there's no expectation level. And I'm not talking about for me. I'm talking about everybody around him and his friends and all that. Then he plays and he does pretty good. There's no expectations, and it's all fun and games. And then at some point they start to realize, especially when you play at a place like Southern Miss, man, there's a lot of people counting on me. There's a whole lot of obligation and responsibility dumped on me. And there's a moment where it hits them, and you always go through that. And I think that started to hit Zach last week. I think he is handling it well, but we got to play better around Zach. You know what I mean? And he's got to play better, but we got to play better. I got to coach better. Everybody's got to do better as we keep going. He's going to do that. You know, he's going to do that. If you look at our track record with the last one we played at another school, similar process. This is normal, and so. We just got to continue to improve and get better, each day and each week.
Jason Brownlee got a lot of receptions on Saturday. How do you coach Zach into distributing the ball to the other receivers?
I don't think that was a deal. I just think that's what Troy did.
Yeah.
Troy dictated that. Zach read all his pass plays that Brownlee called correctly. He was the guy to go to, except for maybe one of them. So out of his 12 catches, 11 of them were read correctly. Troy was bailing back, giving us a lot of underneath stuff. There was a lot of hitches and a lot of quick game slants. They were rolling to our tight end to take the run away, sliding the backers so Brownlee was one-on-one backside, and Zach took it. I thought that was a great job by him.
Are you happy with the involvement of some of your depth pieces at running back to this point?
I don't know if I'm happy with anything on offense, particularly me,
Is there anything the offensive line needs to do, particularly to take the next step in their progression?
I think as a unit, we just all got to continue to play better. We just got to continue to get better. We've got to situate the things we're good at. We haven't played bad, on the O-line. We've had, like I said, we played some good defenses. This is a collective group effort. You know what I'm saying? That we've got to play better at. The way you play really good on the O-line when you look around this country is skill guys usually are making plays, and we're not making enough plays to free them up. We're not doing enough things to do that. It's just a collective effort, with everybody that starts at the top with me.
How important is this weekend? I guess coming off of the performance you just had, maybe a defense that doesn't have as good a numbers as the ones you've faced previously to kind of put in a good performance on offense.
Yeah, that's always, David. Every week's big for us, every week we're building this program. We're not a great team right now. We have a chance to be. So we want to continue to improve and keep getting better. We got better in some things last week. We didn't improve in some things last week. And kickoff cover was one of our best games we've played all year. We were phenomenal. We got down in the red zone early and put it in the end zone right off the bat. That's been a big point. We had our best third down game on offense. We were 6 of 14, and then we were 1 of 1 on fourth down. So we were 50% in conversion opportunities. That was our best game. There's some things we did better than we've done all year. We've got to put it all together, and we got to continue to work to do that.
What goes into opening up the playbook with a freshman quarterback?
The playbook's open. We just got to execute better. Yeah, there's nothing. It's not. We don't need to do more. We need to do what we're doing better. You know what I'm saying?
What does it, I guess, is it frustrating for you at all as a coach when you have all that progress and then maybe you take a step back elsewhere?
I don't know if we've had all that progress. We won a big game at Tulane.
The third downs you were talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, those things. No, it's good. You want to see. You want to continue to improve. That's why you coach. Is to help kids reach their full potential, and to help them get better. And there are things we're improving on. We didn't win the game. You know what I mean? We didn't do enough to win the game. So obviously that's what the outside pieces focus on. But when you watch the tape with the kids, there's some things we did well. There's some things we can build on. There's some things we know we got to do better, and we can, and we will.
Questions for Coach?
Really appreciate you guys,
Thank
man.
you.
Thank